Good morning. All right, guys. For body day, you're gonna want a couple of different sets of weights, some lighter, some heavier. We're gonna do all kinds of things upper body, okay? Mm. Okay, for this first one, we're gonna go pretty light. We're gonna kind of warm everything up with our rainbow raises. So when we do these, we want to have our elbows bent, palms facing away from us. This is just where we're gonna lift up as high as we can and then come down nice and slow, right? The bend in your elbow is essential so that you don't destroy your elbows, okay? And your shoulder. All right, ready? Going by time. Here we go. Nice and light. Just warming everything up. Nice. Almost there. And rest. Okay, now we want to up our weights a little bit. We're going to hit bicep curls, but we want these to be challenging. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hit standard curls, which means we're starting out with our weights in front of us, palms face away from our body, and we want our elbows close to us. We're just curling up and then slowly coming back down. Okay. Something to pay attention to when you're doing your bicep curls are your wrists. It is really easy to curl your wrists towards your body when you're moving your weights towards you. We don't want that. We want straight wrists while we bicep curl. Okay. Take them nice and slow and just pay attention to what your wrists are doing while you do these. Ready? Go. Slow on the way down. You're fighting gravity. Make sure your belly is braced. That makes it a lot easier for you to keep your body still while you do these. And rest. We're gonna go ahead and hit a neutral grip shoulder press, which just means that our weights, ends of our weights are facing our screen. And because of how your weights are, you're gonna start kind of on top of your shoulder with your weights. We're pressing up as high as we can go, but with control. Remember, we don't want our traps to be the prime mover here. So we're keeping our shoulders out of our ears. The second that you push up high like this and your arms are right up against your face, that's you're working traps. Okay. So take it slower, keeping your shoulders at this level here instead of letting them come up. We don't want them to come up. Okay. Right. Our neutral grip press. Go for it. You got it. And rest. And now we're going to go ahead and move into flies. And you don't need to go super heavy with flies because you're working with free weights. Form can get weird with these, so keep them light. Now, what we're going to do to up the difficulty level of these with our light weights is from the time we move till the time we get our weights back, that's a 3 count. Okay. You can easily fly through these. We don't want to do that. We're going to go slow. So 3 count, squeezing those shoulder blades together. You should feel your chest muscles stretch out. Okay. Remember when you do these, your elbows are free to move, right? And just take these nice and slow. Right, ready? Go. We're almost there. And rest. And we're going to move into rows, okay? You do bent over rows. You're capable of going heavier here if you'd like. What we want to focus on is how we're moving our weights up and our hand position. So we lean forward, even though we're leaning forward, we have flat backs. Weights are down the middle. We're gonna do like a sweeping motion here until our hands come up to the top of our hip bones. Okay. Where we want them lined up when our weights are up. It's to the top of our hip bones. Okay, ready? Go. This move should be more back than it is arm. And rest. Okay, and we've got to throw some push-ups in here. So wherever push-ups are challenging for you, that's where you're going to do them. You're elevated against a wall, on the floor on your knees, regular push-ups, however they suck, okay? Should not feel easy. That's not challenging your muscles to adapt. So you want them to be hard. Remember our two golden rules. Number one, joints are stacked. So we have our shoulder over our elbow, over our wrist. And number two is that our hips go down with us. Okay. Again, I don't care if you're on your knees, but you need to set your knees back far enough that your hips go down with you. Okay. All right, you guys. Push ups. Ready? Go. And rest. Back up. Back to the top. Want light weights for this move. Just gonna hit those rainbow raises. So we want our elbows bent. Again, light weights. Just gonna open up, slowly come back down. The bends in your elbows are the biggest deal here. Okay, so make sure you maintain bent elbows. All right, ready? Go. And take your time through these. There's no need to rush it. And rest. Okay, we're going into bicep curls, which we want to do heavier. We want these to challenge us. Your biceps are super strong. We do these every week. Make sure that it's a struggle. You get to those last couple reps and you're wishing that it was over. Okay. These are a standard curl. So we're bracing our core so our body doesn't move. Palms are facing away from us and elbows are close to our body. Curling up, slowly coming down, right? Ready? Go. Mindful of what your wrists are doing. They should be straight the whole time. And rest. And now we're going to hit our neutral grip press. Probably not going to go as heavy here as you just work for your curls. We do these. Weights are on top of our shoulders. Ends of your weights are facing your screen. Remember, we're working our range, but we're keeping our shoulders out of our ears because we want to work shoulders. We don't want our traps taking over. Okay. So keeping those shoulders down, keeping your arms away from the sides of your face, basically, right? Ready? Go. And rest. Keep going lighter. We're working our flies now. With our flies, remember, bend elbows, they're free to move. And we're going to open up with a 3 count. Okay. We want to go nice and slow while we open up, getting those shoulder blades together and then closing back up. All right. Ready? Go. Almost there. And rest. Okay, now we're working our bent over rows. You're capable of going heavier here if you feel like trying that. Or we lean forward or we bend forward, but our back is still flat. We're not ever curled up, okay? With these, we want a sweeping motion, bringing our hands to hip level, okay? Great. Ready? Go. Remember, these should be more back than they are arms. And rest. Now we got to hit our push-ups. So again, doing these however they challenge you. You got to keep your joints stacked so they're right over one another. And our hips have to go down with us. Okay? All right, you guys. Push-up time. Ready? Go. And rest. And back up. And repeat our set one more time. So we're starting back with those rainbow raises. These are light weights here. Elbows bent the whole time. We're just taking our time through these, okay? Working that range of motion. All right, last time. Ready? Go. Take your time through them. Well, sir. And rest. Okay, now we're moving back into bicep curls. And again, these should feel tough. If these don't feel hard, it's time to up your weights, okay? We're doing a standard curl. So palms are facing away from us, elbows are close to our body. And you want to make sure that your core is braced. If your core is braced, those muscles stabilize your body and you're not moving your body. Okay. All right. Last time doing bicep curls today. Ready? Go. Be mindful of your wrists. And rest. Okay, moving back into our neutral grip shoulder press. Probably not as heavy as you just did curls. Again, you want them to be challenging, but we're also being really mindful of our form, making sure that we're allowing our shoulders to be what's actually working here. Just do that by making sure that our shoulders stay in a neutral position the whole time instead of allowing them to come up. Okay. Right, guys. Neutral grip press. Ready? Go. Hope you guys. Almost there. And rest. Okay, we are going lighter here. We're gonna work our flies again for the last time. Remember, for these, we want to do a 3 count as we open up. Just slowing ourselves down a little bit, making sure that we're working our back muscles so shoulder blades should come together. You should be feeling this in your pec muscles when you stretch out, and you're also probably going to feel it in your shoulders. Okay? All right, ready? Go for it. Take them slow. Almost there. And rest. Hey, moving into our bent over rows. Again, just making sure that we're doing our sweeping motion. Bent forward. Sweep those weights up. Weights come up to hip level. Okay. Of course, you're working your arms, but you should feel these in your back muscles as well. Okay. All right. Ready? Go. Almost there. And rest. Okay, this brings us back to our push-ups. Push-ups are going to be our last move. And remember, you want these to be challenging for you. You did not wake up this early for this to be a walk in the park. You're challenging your body to get stronger. So doing your push-ups wherever it's doable, but challenging. Keeping your joints stacked and your hips get to go down with you. It's our last move, guys. Ready? Go. Almost there. And rest. Whew. That is all, you guys. We made it through. Make sure you stretch out. Move those arms today. And I will see you guys back here Thursday. We'll hit another lower body day. Have a great day, guys. Bye.